Hello everyone, today it's time to get into the main antagonist and his right-hand man of evil, a fresh pedicure, Klein and Moebius. And let's start off with Klein. And don't say he's not like Rhino or fresh, like look at his scary face. For a kid's show anyway, let's begin. Klein is a middle-aged man who is one of the villains from Fresh Percure. He appears to be one of the elite members of Labyrinth. His theme colors are shades of yellow and indigo. Klein is from the 6th season of Percure, Fresh Percure. He is a villain / right-hand man of the main antagonist and made his debut in episode 9 of Fresh. He has the theme color in shades of yellow and indigo. He's from Labyrinth. He is voiced by Koji Hiratari, who outside of Percure you may know him in roles such as Hans Enderwar Bergengrun in Legend of Galactic Heroes, the Nuides series, One Kappan in Shingeki no Kyojin series, and Chiaki's father in Shimigami no Ballad. Klein by design seems to wear an outfit of black and yellow, like Waster, but there seems to be a large black shirt that goes over to his legs. Likely that this must be a robe. He wears black pants with black shoes that have white cuffs over them, shaded indigo sleeves over his arms, which are tight at the wrist. There is also gray in his design from lines to bands and shoulder pads. The yellow part looks to make up a cape. His skin tone is a pale white. His face is wrinkled in age and his hair with to be a light blonde with a cup bowl and long hairstyle. Knowing his personality, Klein is the right-hand man of Moebius, doing everything in his power to help Moebius' success of taking over all the dimensions. His mortal enemy are the Percure, including Ys, aka Setsun Higashi, who was reborn as Pure Passion, and as of 47, Solar and Waster. And he also had some doing in killing Ys. Now with all that, he is a very evil man, can strike fear with the calm personality he has. He gets his name Klein from the Klein bottle, which is a form of infinite mathematical object, adding to the overall theme of infinity and being close to Moebius, who has a similar name with Moebius, who we will get into later. He appears as Moebius' right-hand man and gives Ys, Waster, and Solar some orders from Moebius. He also sends the mail about Ys' death, but when she is resurrected as Pure Passion, he is surprised. He assists Moebius' plan to control the parallel worlds, and he observes the inhabitants from Labyrinth. When he finds out that they are cheering the Percure, he decides to fight them. When Northa is defeated, he transforms into his monster form and beats them down. Northa proposes to fuse together and he accepts this. The fusion of them is powerful enough to stand against the Cures, strongest attacks, and beats them down. But the energy of the inhabitants gives the Cures the power to transform into Cure Angels. Then Northa Klein is finally defeated by the attack Loving True Heart, and both Klein and Northa turn back into their original forms. In episode 49, it is revealed that he was created by Moebius using the DNA of a lizard. Klein can teleport and is able to navigate Moebius' computer system, which allows him to observe the people of Labyrinth. He can also transform into a large humanoid lizard. This form is strong and fast enough to defeat the Percures in combat. When he fuses with Northa, they become a human-sized dragon hybrid. and become more powerful. It is strong enough to negate Triple Fresh and Happiness Hurricane, and it's able to break out of Lucky Clover Grand Finale. This fusion is far stronger than the Pretty Cures, but is weaker than the Cure Angels. It can use Energy Blast. Moebius is the leader of Labyrinth, and also the main antagonist of Fresh Pretty Cure, who wishes to rule all worlds, thinking of all his subjects to be only mindless pawns. Moebius comes from the 6th season of Pretty Cure, Fresh Pretty Cure. He made his debut in the series at episode 1 of Fresh. He's about 100 years old and comes from Labyrinth, where he rules, and his role is that of the main antagonist. Moebius is voiced by Tomomichi Nishimura, who outside of Pretty Cure you may best know him for these roles: the principal in Urusei Yatsura, Sugio Bando in Black Lagoon, and Rei's grandfather in the Sailor Moon 90s anime. Yeah, that grandpa is more evil than you think. Moebius looks like an old man with pale skin who wears a white robe and looks to have a pope-like design. He has black and white shoulder pads and a black and purple scarf around his neck that comes down the back and front. His sleeves are long with the same pattern. However, this appearance is only his robot form, as he is really just a supercomputer. Moebius looks to be a person who does not care much about anything but his own goal to take over dimensions. He only sees the people who work for him as pawns and does not give any sympathy if they die or fail. He would even get rid of them himself and not care, as can be seen to what he did to Waster and Solar. He's also great at manipulation. Moebius' name comes from the Moebius strip, also known as a band or loop. It's a mathematical object which is a surface that can be formed by attaching the ends of a strip of paper together with a half twist. While ruling Labyrinth, Moebius' ego grew, believing that all dimensions should be ruled under him with no will or emotion. He grants East, Waster, and Solar their items and sends them into the dimension of the Pretty Cure to gather sorrow and find infinity, so he will have the power to rule all dimensions. In episode 49, it is revealed that Moebius, we knew, had been a robot the entire time. The real Moebius is a supercomputer that hypnotizes creators, the people of Labyrinth. He tries to kill the Cures by self-destructing himself, but the Cures manage to escape at the last possible second. Fact 1. The fusion of Klein and Northda is voiced by Northda's voice actor, Misa Watanabe. Fact 2. Moebius is the only villain to be a supercomputer. Fact 3. Unlike the other main villains, Moebius was not defeated by the Cures, rather he destroyed himself. Fact 4. Moebius' VA, Tomomichi Nishimura, has voiced in Pretty Cure series before. He was the VA of belts like Gertrude from Victoria Pretty Cure and Sutaro Aoki from Smile Pretty Cure. Fact 5. He and the other main villains, Silhouette, Evil King, Desperiera, The Boss, Goyan, and Dune, are seen in Pretty Cure All-Stars DX3, Deliver the Future, the rainbow flower that connects the world. And that's Klein and Moebius. This ends off the villains of Fresh, and so next time we will finish off the character information of Fresh Pretty Cure with Tari Misu and Azukina, so see you then, and I'm sure you know what's after. Bye!